You don't have a focus problem. You have a brain hijack problem. Every time you sit down to do something important, something invisible pulls you away. Your phone, your thoughts, the urge to check just one more thing. And here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not happening by accident. Your attention is being trained, rewired, and stolen every single day. If you feel like your brain isn't yours anymore, that's because, in many ways, it isn't. Right now, you try to focus, but within seconds, your mind drifts. You open your laptop to work, and suddenly you're scrolling. You pick up your phone for one notification, and 20 minutes disappear. Even when there's no distraction, your brain creates one. Random thoughts, urges, boredom, restlessness. It feels like your attention span is shrinking. And the worst part? You blame yourself. You think you've become lazy. You think you lack discipline. You think something is wrong with you. But if that were true, why is this happening to millions of people at the same time? Why does it feel like focus used to be easier, and now it's almost impossible? Because this isn't a personal failure. It's a systemic one. Your environment has changed faster than your brain could adapt. You're living in a world designed to break your focus, where every app, every notification, every piece of content is competing for your attention like it's a resource. And in that war, your brain is losing. Your brain runs on a simple system: reward and repetition. Every time you get a small reward, like a notification, a message, your brain releases dopamine. Not a huge amount, just enough to make you feel a tiny spike of pleasure. But here's the key. Your brain doesn't care what the reward is. It only cares that it's fast and frequent. Now compare two things. Deep work's slow reward, delayed satisfaction. Scrolling instant reward, constant stimulation. Your brain quickly learns, why struggle for something slow when I can get something fast? So it rewires itself. Neural pathways start shifting. Your brain begins to prefer quick hits over sustained effort. Focus starts to feel painful, while distraction feels natural. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is adapting exactly how it's designed to. And here's where it gets dangerous. The more you give in to distraction, the more your brain strengthens that pathway. And the more you try to focus, the harder it feels, because you're now going against your own conditioning. It's like trying to run uphill while your brain is pulling you downhill. But here's the twist no one tells you. The problem isn't that you can't focus anymore. The problem is that you've trained your brain not to. Your brain is still powerful. Your attention span isn't broken. It's just been redirected. Notice this. You can binge watch a show for hours. You can scroll endlessly without getting tired. You can stay glued to content that keeps changing every few seconds. That's focus, just not the kind you want. Your brain hasn't lost its ability to focus. It has lost its ability to focus on slow, meaningful things. Because it's been conditioned to expect speed, novelty, and constant stimulation. So when you sit down to do something important, something that requires patience, your brain rejects it. Not because it's incapable, but because it's been trained to avoid it. So how do you fix it? Not by forcing yourself harder. Not by relying on motivation. And definitely not by blaming yourself. You fix it by retraining your brain. Start small, almost painfully small. Instead of trying to focus for hours, aim for 10 minutes. No phone, no squeeching, just one task. Your brain will resist. That's expected. That resistance is proof that you're breaking the old pattern. Then gradually increase it. At the same time, reduce the easy dopamine. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Create friction between you and distractions. Make it slightly harder to access the things that are stealing your attention. Because right now, distraction is too easy and focus is too hard. You need to reverse that. Make focus easier. Make distraction harder. And most importantly, be consistent. Your brain didn't lose focus overnight. It won't come back overnight either. But with repetition, you can rebuild it. Because the same system that broke your focus can also restore it. And here's the part that should stay in your mind. If your focus can be taken, it can also be controlled. The question is, who's controlling it right now? Because if you don't take it back, something else will.